Well, in the world, Bo, what's going on with you, man? It's your boy, Big Low Country. Hope that everybody's doing great tonight. For everyone out here who don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just a country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. Um, First of all, I do want to let you know if you're watching the show after we went live and you didn't get a chance to engage in the conversation with us, make sure that you put a what in the world, Bo, in the comments. Also, let me go ahead and show love to everybody who's coming on to show love to me. John Brooks says, what up, Low? And I hit that like button. And what in the world? Well, I appreciate that, my brother. Jamal D in here says, what in the world, Bo? Much love to you. Nate Bill says, what's up, coach? Are y'all ready for the season to start? I can't wait to see how these Bills are. He says, we're all ready to will the Super Bowl 57. He's already making plans. What in the world, Bo? Wait a minute. We got to play some preseason games first, coach. Granddaughter says, yo, 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 Coach Big Low Country, Coach Roney, home of the Big Low Conspiracy, Unicorn, Beloved. What the word? Please hit that like, subscribe button. Much appreciated. Well, I definitely appreciate that, Coach. Definitely do. Terror Artist 404 wife came in here and said Hollywood. What in the world? Yeah, I don't know. Also, Dex in here, coming in here to show love. Hashtag rise up. Definitely, definitely. So, first of all, let me go ahead and get something out of the way. The thumbnail was all Coach Roney, so don't be. The thumbnail. The thumbnail was all Coach Roney, so don't be thinking, hey, hey. So that's one of those things. So look, the Falcons dodged the bullets when it comes to this whole DeShaun Watson situation. I'm pretty sure Cleveland and Cleveland Browns fans, they're probably walking aimlessly around the lake that they're near to. What is it, Lake Ontario? They're walking aimlessly around the Ohio River or whatever, trying to figure out what they're going to do. So, we're gonna dive into this. Now, the thing is, guys, is that Coach Roney, she was telling me about the details that it was the New York Times, right, Coach Roney?
Yeah, New York Times did an expose.
Okay, so the New York Times did an expose about DeShaun Watson, and they basically talked about everything that they uncovered that everybody else didn't know, right?
Well, is it that they didn't know, or none of these teams did any research? Because they didn't do anything special. They just read the complaints.
You sound like Coach Roney Conspiracy. Tell me about it. What in the world? Hold on now. Hold on. So you saying, because we all know what Pusha T said, if you know, you know. So you're saying that they knew that all of this was, who knew?
Everybody could have known. All those teams that were offering him hundreds of millions of dollars and years of contracts should have read the complaints.
So you're telling me that Arthur Blank, the Atlanta Falcons, were trying to get this young Thundercat on the team, and he doing the happy baby yoga pose while he getting these massages done. That's what you telling me.
100%.
Man.
There's nothing wrong if he likes to happy baby, but it's inappropriate when you're hiring people to massage you.
Look, I got my share of massages over the years. I done got my share of massages over the years now. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never did nothing like that. I ain't never, did the whole, putting legs up. I ain't did all that kind of stuff now. That's just weird. you feel very comfortable. Oh man, Dex, he says, Coach, I'm shocked at you. Tis, young lady. Boy, Coach Roney, boy, she off the chain with it. Terry White says, Hollywood Low, what in the world? What in the world? False Start Falcon, what's going on, brother? Much love to False Start Falcon. I chopped it up with him today in the Twitter Spaces. So much love to False Start Falcon, man. Coach Wallace, he says, "Hey, Coach, what it do, Big Low?" And I agree with you. We dodged the bullet in not getting DeShaun Watson. Says, "I want to thank Cleveland." So my first 1-2 question of the night is, do you think the Falcons dodged the bullet in not getting DeShaun Watson? If you feel like that is the case, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that if you feel like the Falcons still should have gotten, who a lot of people say is the top-notch quarterback, put a 2 in the chat. I legitimately want to know what y'all think. But yeah. If you feel like we dodged the bullet, put a 1 in the chat. You feel like that's not the case, put a 2 in the chat. Sterling says, I just got one question. Why did it come out now?
Because the New York Times read the complaints.
Okay.
All this information has been sitting out there.
So this whole time now, is this one because you the legal person of the family, Coach Ron? Now, so was all of this information? I'm assuming because you've been watching a lot of Law and Order SVU lately. Now, is all of this stuff, is it public record?
Yes, anybody can read complaints. If it's filed with the courts, anybody can go read them.
Even if it's a sexual complaint?
Very long though. Yeah, they'll redact people's names and information. It's
okay.
Very long though. That's why people don't dive into them.
Okay. So everybody they're giving me their vote. Catches Color says happy endings. Let me go look at this thumbnail. What? Coach Rody, wow, that's all I can tell you. Grandad says, Coach Rody Big Low, trying to give you a hint for the next massage. What?
Hey. Assume the position.
What? Wait. Oh man, you have to change, Coach Rody. Duval says, Browns may be able to void his contract depending on how the case turns out, but they ain't getting them picks back. They traded. Thank you, Browns.
Oh wow, they don't get the picks back.
I guess not. But
wow. Well, why would they?
Yeah, why would they? Yeah, I mean, it was that was the deal that they signed. Man, if this whole thing is, if they void his contract and everything, and they traded away those picks, that's gonna be like one of the worst moves in NFL history.
And that would have been us making that move.
That would have been us. That would have been us. So Coach Ronnie, Jamal, Nate Bill, Sterling Woods, Edward Mitchell. I think this is my first time seeing Edward in the chat. Much love to you. I'll make sure y'all welcome Edward to the stream. Jonathan Rozier, Grandizer, Coach Wallace, they all say that the Falcons dodged the bullet. I think this is gonna be one of the first times in history that we all kind of agreed that the Falcons dodged the bullet. Dex, Anthony Wright, Raymond Elder, he's in here. He said they all think that we dodged the bullet. So so Coach Ronnie, kind of, if you could, because you told me, and I was trying to remember how the story went. So basically, after DeShaun Watson went to the Cleveland Browns, the New York Times, they went through the file and basically they said that it was 66 women.
That they can account for him getting massages from at least 66 different women.
Okay.
Recently.
Okay. Now, but there were 24 women that came forward.
Right. So only two. Not all of them filed lawsuit against him.
Okay.
Only 24 or however many it is right now filed a lawsuit against him.
Okay. Now, so what were you trying to tell me about? Because at first I thought he was getting massages from Instagram models.
No,
But
he was actually getting most of his massages from legitimate massage therapists, like people that worked in massage spas and did massages or mobile massages. He was getting the massages from these women, not telling them that he wanted a happy ending massage. And then when they would come and give him the massages, he would all of a sudden just flip a switch when they're on the table and ask for some sexual favors.
What in the world? So he thought this was like after 7.
What's after 7?
In the heat of the moment.
No, first of all, don't do that.
Like,
after 7 is a great group. No.
I never said they wasn't a great group.
We're not gonna associate them with DeShaun Watson.
So
Absolutely not.
my whole thing is, so basically what you saying is that in the heat of the moment, DeShaun Watson was trying to say, he was trying to flip the switch.
The heat of the moment implies like getting caught up in something.
Well, it sounded like he was.
He planned this from the beginning. This was his intention, allegedly, from the beginning.
So allegedly, he was getting these medical massages, but then he wanted to turn them into the Robert Kraft massages. That's what you saying. The Robert Kraft wasn't playing no football.
He didn't have a sore throwing on.
He didn't have no sore shoulder or nothing. You know, he just so basically he tried to have the best of both worlds. It was like an R. Kelly Jay-Z album, best of both worlds kind of situation.
So these women are thinking they're giving an athlete a massage, and he turned it into something else without ever trying to get consent from these women, allegedly.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Grandizer said the files are very long and filled with legal wordy. Okay. Look, man, I agree with y'all. Delayed J, he said, yo, much love to you, Delayed J. Make sure that y'all welcome Delayed J to the stream. Look, I need y'all to do me a favor. If you feel like the Falcons dodged the bullet, I'm sure there's going to be some Saints fans that are listening as well. If you feel like the Saints dodged the bullet, it looks like basically the whole NFC South dodged the bullet. Make sure that you hit that like button. If you need a way to express it, you can't actually speak out to us and you need to express it some kind of way and you just hadn't done it yet, let's go ahead and multitask and hit that like button. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. But I'm going to tell you something, Bo. Definitely, Ed. DeShaun Watson might not be playing football again. This is a pretty big deal. Not only is it one of those cases where he missed this past season, and a lot of people say the reason why he missed this season is kind of messed up because I remember he just said he didn't want to play for the Texans anymore, and that came out. This whole massage situation came out while he was saying he don't want to play for the Texans. But now it's looking like he's gonna miss 2 seasons back to back, like a Drake diss song. So with that being said, if he missed 2 seasons back to back, first of all, they need to void that contract. I don't know if they can, and maybe that's why it took so long for him to sign with the team, because maybe his legal team was being like, hey, we need to make sure we got all of our bases covered and, fully guaranteed contract. But I'm sure the Cleveland Browns are checking to see if they breached it in some sort of way.
Well, I'm wondering after reading that article, how much the Houston Texans knew.
Well, now, because you said something about the Houston Texans, they had a hotel room set up for him.
So they knew he liked to get massages. This is the only part they acknowledged, that they knew he liked to get massages. So they had a standing room available for him at a really upscale Houston hotel. I looked it up. The rooms cost $400 a night.
Good.
Plus a resort fee, because apparently they have a top tier spa and exercise room and facilities and stuff and restaurants and things like that.
So they were booking the room for him. And he'd go anytime he wanted to.
And he could go anytime he wanted to. For the they knew he would use it for his massage.
They knew he would get. Hold on.
Now they're trying to deny how much they knew.
Hold on. That's what the team facility is for, though.
Well, I guess, he liked his masseuses, off of out of the strip mall and not trained in athletics.
Well, hold on. There's an issue there, because even it don't matter where he got his masseuse from, whether he got his masseuse off of Instagram, off the strip mall, or what. He got the masseuses who be massaging them ladies, be hugging them and doing all that stuff with them, making men jealous. It's like, He they could have got a massage done at the team facility. That's what it's for.
And that would have been a protection for him because they couldn't have said anything was happening. It would have been filmed, if people around, that kind of stuff. But
Boy.
they knew what kind of massages he wanted to give, which is why they got him a hotel room.
So
Allegedly.
So all right. So can you tell me why you chose? I'm gonna let you explain to me why did you choose this thumbnail picture?
In one of the complaints filed by the masseuse,
Uh-huh.
she said that she was hired by him to give him a regular massage. I may be, confusing some stories, but this might have been the woman that said she was moving. So he wanted to come to her house and she told him no because she was moving. So they went to this hotel and she was giving him the massage.
Uh-huh.
She said he was on his stomach and she massaged his back. And she said he turned over
Without being asked to.
without being asked.
You don't move till the masseuse tell you to move.
Without being asked, he turned over. She said his voice changed, and then he got in the happy baby pose and asked her to massage between his this and that's.
What? No.
And she said she told him no, and he took her hand and put it there, allegedly.
Hold on. Hold on. So you telling me that he basically did a drop down and get your eagle on girl while he was laying on his back?
Yes.
Voice change. Hey,
She said his voice changed.
I mean, how did his voice like, hey, could you
I think she said he got more like authoritative and demanding.
Okay. So he did drop down and get your eagle on girl while laying on his back. And he took the lady's hand and put it between.
She told him no. That she wasn't.
She told him no.
She said, in fact, I think she said something like, "Oh, I tried to act like it was a joke," and she told him no, and then he took her hand and put it there.
Oh, hey, no. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy, boy. DeShaun Watson. Oh my goodness. This boy, he I ain't got nothing to say. Like, come on. Like, what in the world? That's the most awkward situation ever. Like, you can't laugh that off. You know what I'm saying? It's like she was doing him a favor trying to laugh it off for him. Yeah. You looking like a fool laying on your back. Full spread eagle. Like, what in the world?
Check out the thumbnail if you guys want to see the pose.
If y'all want to see the pose, the yoga happy baby pose. Baby. If y'all want to see the yoga happy baby pose, look at the thumbnail. Coach Roney did it. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Me under the bus.
I threw you under. I threw you under the bus. Not for everybody. Said, "Fam, what up?" He said, "So is this a thing?" Apparently it is, bro. I never heard of anything. I ain't never heard nothing like this, bro. I ain't never heard nothing like this. Falcon says, "I wish the Aints would have signed them." Man, this is crazy. Ghost Pepper says, "What in the world, bro? Imagine if our Falcons had more cap space than the Browns. Watson would be a Falcon right now." Yeah, we dodged the bullet. So if you think that the whole Mike Vick situation was tough, well, if you think that was a tough thing to get through, just imagine dealing with this. Like, Mike Vick was already on the team, right? Like, Michael Vick just wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. But you're legitimately going out and getting someone who you knew had a problem and sign them for possibly didn't do your research and sign them for possibly the biggest contract in franchise history. We dodged the bullet. This is one of those cases where sometimes you got to lose to get ahead. I think the Falcons did that in this particular case. I just
now it's complicated because this same woman who said the happy baby pose, she did say that she had sex with him after the massage. She said she did, and she said that he asked for another massage session. I think she said she massaged him one more time, and then he wanted to start coming to her house or something to that extent. and she blocked him. She said she just didn't like it, so she blocked him.
She didn't like him in the happy baby pose, or she didn't like sex. Like,
Who knows? But when she was describing it, she was saying how she felt like, oh well, I know, he's DeShaun Watson. I'm here. I'll do this. Yeah, I'm fine with doing this. But she said, I guess it felt like from reading her explanation that she didn't like it after the first time, and when she came back and massaged him again, and he wanted to try that again, she just decided to cut off all ties with him.
man, that's crazy. Dre Jungle says, and she gave him some, cuz.
Yeah.
She said she ain't want to say no because she knew him. And I don't know about this story. I mean, at least she acknowledged that, they had some sort of,
So there's some level of, this is why some people say they're confused by stuff like this. But you got to take into consideration the situation that you're in. If someone is coming to give you a legitimate massage, get a legitimate massage. If you want to have sex with your massage therapist, arrange that in advance. Like, talk to the people. There are plenty of people that would do that for you.
It's like
plenty of people. They're like, oh, happy baby.
Exactly. Yeah, like put those gloves. Like, what the world? Like,
you know how to have a good
time. Because just like you said, like, he's DeShaun Watson. So it's like you said, this could have been spoken about beforehand. You could have been like, oh yeah, so before we start, I don't know how this goes. I'm an awkward guy, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how. Like, do you tug on your left ear? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, it's like you could be like, oh yeah, I meant to tell you before we start, I'm a baby and I'm happy. So
get ready for that.
2 and 2, put it together. Like, I don't know how it goes. But yeah, it's something that he definitely could have talked about. Trucker Mike, he says, man, what in the heck, Bo? I'm ready to fire off shots and not miss. I already know Trucker Mike finna come in here shooting all kind of shots, Bo. Christy Lewis says he thought he was in the Golden massage parlor. What in the world? The Golden. Now, if somebody made a comment, Jerron Wade, he says, the thing is that Baker, he's over there teasing.
Nobody's asked. So what does Baker Mayfield
What does Baker Mayfield think about this? Now, we want to let y'all know that he didn't go to OTAs.
Baker Mayfield?
He did not go. He was like, hey, I know that y'all don't want me here. I'm not coming. But, like, how does this work now? Because I'm up right now. Girl, how about now? Like, how does this work now? First of all, if I'm Baker, like, I'm finna try to see how much money I can get out the Cleveland Browns right now. And I'm going to try to make the best of this situation. You doggone right. Because it's not going to do nothing but make him look better. Think about Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco signed that. He bet on himself. And, he won that Super Bowl to get that big contract that we knew he wasn't worth. Like, this is Baker Mayfield's chance to do that. Like, Baker Mayfield's not a bad quarterback. If he's on the right team, he could do what he needs to do. The only thing is that, last year he hurt his shoulder, and whenever it was crunch time, Baker Mayfield wasn't crunching nothing, So it's just one of those things. So now we're going to see what Baker Mayfield is going to be capable of. While Coach Wilder, he said Baker Mayfield will not be playing for Cleveland, and he's going to get his money and walk. We're going to see. Now, I'm hearing a lot of rumors about Baker Mayfield going to our rivals. I don't know if you heard about that, Coach Roney.
Going to who?
The Carolina Panthers. I said our rivals.
Okay. I don't know, for some reason I thought the same. I know All-Star Falcon has posted a couple of times saying that he wishes that DeShaun would have signed with the Saints.
Man. I wish, boy. I wish. Molly Miles in here. He said Watson wanted the massage lady to put him in a diaper. Wait in the world. Molly Miles. What in the world?
Wow.
What's going on, Coach Jared? Much love to you, my brother. Hope that you're doing good, man. Foxtrot Falcon says, Coach, you got to chill. That thumbnail is crazy. Coach wrote it. Coach wrote it. She did it. When she came to me, it was almost like she was asking for permission. Like, hey, Coach. She was like, hey, Coach, this is the thumbnail. I was like, what? You better get us flagged. You keep on. Oh man, who that data? What's going on, family? Much love. John Brooks says Watson just wanted a happy ending, beloved. Oh man. Darkness. Yeah, you talk about beloved. I do want to let y'all know that Big Low Conspiracy just put up a video earlier today. So make sure that y'all check that out. You know, he was talking about how the Falcons lost the Super Bowl. Apparently he said that it was a conspiracy, beloved. So make sure that y'all check that out when y'all get a chance, because I definitely believe him. Make sure also that you hit that like button for me. Sterling said Boston is winning, Coach Ronnie. You heard that. Boston's winning. Jason Tatum going for that ring. You know he's going to take some Kobe shots after he wins. He's going to be... Okay. Jerry said, thank goodness neither one of us signed Watson. Well, hold on. We wish y'all would have got him. Right? Look. We wish that the Saints would have signed. That was one time where I wish the Saints didn't get DeShaun. I wish that the Saints did get DeShaun Watson. So, y'all could be wandering aimlessly around the bayou on Bourbon Street trying to figure out how you're going to be able to void this contract. But I really feel like either way, the Browns are in a good situation. Because think about this. You remember when Michael Vick got suspended? Who was our quarterback? We had a lot of them. So it's like I would rather be in a situation where I had Baker Mayfield, a guy who was just starting last year and who could start on a lot of other teams, as my quarterback, than nobody. I mean, I'm just saying. The Browns, they're in a good situation. Like they're in the perfect situation. The only question is Coach Wallace right? Is it gonna be one of those cases where Baker Mayfield he finna get all in his feelings and just gonna want to shoot progressive commercials instead of playing the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns? That's the big question. Wow, Molly talking about Watson just wanted an enema for his next. Wait, hold on. Wow. What in the world? Wow. What in the world, Coach? John Brooks says, Big Low, what do you think happens to Watson now all of this has happened? So that was actually going to be my next question for the coaching staff. Hey, Coach Ronnie, you think you can do me a favor? What? Could you make me one of those sherbet floats? Okay, sherbet, ginger ale, and just a little bit of water. If you could, I appreciate it. Put it in a mason jar. Sherbet, ginger ale, moonshine. Water. Neil Harris is in here. Neil Harris says, I love your channel, brother. You remind me of myself. I laugh and joke out. Well, I definitely appreciate that, my brother. I definitely appreciate that. So John Brooks, he said, what's going to happen to DeShaun Watson? I wanted to ask y'all, what do y'all think is going to happen with DeShaun? Now, myself, I'm going to tell you, there's a chance he might not play again, but I think that he's going to be suspended for at least a year. At least a year. If you could put in the comments how long you think DeShaun Watson is going to be suspended. But I think, yeah, it is, ain't it? It is. So y'all let me know who y'all think is going to be, how long he's going to be suspended. Wait a minute. Neil Harris, he said he won't shine in his, Coach Ronan. And, and Keith says, she said that she want one. She said that Brianna made that. She said it was good. So she said that she wants one too. I don't know how much. I don't know how much sherbet I got left. So. Oh, Jamal says, may he never play again. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, it's gonna be one of those cases where, I mean, maybe that's something that should be on the table. Like, well, that you can fill it up by. I need a little bit more sherbet, but you filled up about half a glass. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, look, Ray Rice, he ain't never play again. Now I know that he was suspended for a specific period of time, but the fact that we seen it, that kind of elevated, the severity of the situation. Now, with DeShaun Watson, we didn't see it, but man, like this is serious, guys. Like we gotta legitimately look at this. So I'm thinking that it's gonna be at least a year. Let me see what everybody else thinks. Anthony Matthews, much love to you, Anthony. He says at least a year. Yeah, that's good right there, baby. He said at least a year. Neil says at least a year. Keith says that if it's orange, she says she'll take it.
No, he didn't get orange.
I didn't get the orange. Appreciate that, baby. Thank you so much. Treat me so fine. Oh yeah, that's it right there. That's that drink. Just me and my drink. You can't beat it. Brian People says he might get the Calvin Ridley treatment. There's a chance that both of them might not play again. I mean that's true. That's true. And think about this, guys. Calvin Ridley, he got suspended for a year for gambling, right? They said that he's affecting the integrity of the game. But I mean, Deshaun Watson has 24 cases and he's got massage from 66 ladies. I mean, that's a whole nother story, Bo. That's a pattern of behavior. So we legitimately looking at my drink like you want so much, girl.
No,
Oh, okay.
just make myself.
I just see eyeballing. You looking at like you want, so you go ahead and make you one.
I don't.
Okay, you don't gotta look enviously at mine. All right. But yeah, Coach Wilder said, Coach Lowe, it's hard to say because we don't know what Goodell is going to do, and it could only be 8 games. I'm gonna tell you something, Bo. If it's only 8 games, they need to figure something out.
8 games.
I mean, Coach Wilder said. Coach Wilder said you don't know what Goodell. He said it could only be 8 games. If it's only 8 games,
that's gonna be a problem.
That's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be a whole bunch of boycott going on. You got to think about the culture in today's society opposed to whenever Big Ben got in trouble. It's completely different. And like there was a big fuss then. I don't know if you remember that, Coach Ronnie. There was a big fuss then. So just imagine now with cancel culture and everything. It's like, yeah. You can't. I mean, come on, Roger Goodell. He got to read the room. Definitely. Trucker Mike says a sherbet shine. I like it. Hey, Bo. He can't beat it. My mom says, da da da. That's a Superman drink. Pee Wee, he says, Browns fans here. Watson has a problem, but that doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Texans feed an addict, and they should also be investigated. They deserve a second chance. I think everyone deserves a second chance. Why not Watson? And I'm not saying that he's a bad guy. He definitely has a problem. And my thing is that I hope that he gets that resolved first and foremost.
I don't know. I feel like when you put yourself upon other people and take away their ability to consent to things, that kind of makes you a bad person. To do it consistently or regularly, not willing to say that's a good guy.
Okay, because let and
It
let's look
wasn't
at
like a one-time thing.
let's look at this because if DeShaun Watson wasn't an NFL quarterback,
Hmm.
do you think he would be doing this?
No, he wouldn't
He
be.
would not be doing this.
He
So
would have, the minute he tried to do something like that in a legitimate massage, they would have called the police,
yeah,
and he possibly would have gotten arrested,
exactly. So it's
possibly on a offenders list, all kinds of things.
so it sounds like it's like an abuse of fame or like an abuse of power
Yeah,
or
definitely an abuse of power. But I agree with the point about the Texans. Like, okay,
they should
so
be
not only did
investigated.
they get him a standing room for massages when he either should have been at a legitimate spot, the hotel they got him the standing room at has a world class spa. So he could have just walked around the corner and got a massage if he was trying to get legit massages, but they got him a room. They knew what kind of massages he was getting. Then, not only that, they say that the head of security for the Texans, after one of these massage girls got upset and went to Twitter like, I could expose you, DeShaun Watson, I could end you. The head of security for the Houston Texans gave DeShaun Watson a non-disclosure agreement and told him to make sure he started giving those to all his masseuses.
Hold on. So they made a non-disclosure agreement just
They
for
gave
Deshaun
him a
Watson
non-disclosure
to
agreement
get
that he
signed.
could use when he gets his massages. So yeah, I do feel like the Texans definitely, allegedly,
They knew.
knew what was up,
They
but they
knew.
gave themselves enough space from the actual issue where they could say, "Well, I didn't know it was that. I didn't know that that's what he was doing," but they knew something was going on.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's yeah. They definitely knew, and maybe that's why everything was like so weird in Texas for a while. You remember for like a couple of years, it's like people were just like randomly leaving. Now I know DeAndre Hopkins, like they just traded him, but no, I know JJ Watt, he just left. I don't know if you remember
Oh
that.
yeah, that's true.
Like, and there were a few other players like they were just like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, everybody was saying it was toxic.
Yeah, everybody just that was the word everybody was using. They were just using toxic. So I mean, maybe there's a whole bunch of other things that's going on behind the scenes that we don't know.
Okay, Pee Wee the Great said if he forced himself upon women, then he would have been charged criminally. Two different grand juries declined to charge him. Doesn't that count for something? I mean, yeah, that counts for something. That means that he can't be charged criminally. That doesn't mean what he did was morally correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I know. I'm just glad that Cleveland got to put this fire out. First of
Yeah.
all, like like if as far as the victims, I definitely feel bad for the victims and everything because that's a terrible situation to kind of like to deal with because I mean legs open. I mean I ain't trying to make it funny. I'm just saying it's like I mean just like Falcon said, man, it's touchy. Like that's a
Yeah.
that like that's a touchy situation. Jamal says what's crazy is I bet he ain't the only athlete / celebrity doing things like this. He's just the one who got caught.
Oh, please.
Man,
Some of these things they say these celebrities do is crazy.
man, boy,
Crazy.
that I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I mean, I read some things about some things that some celebrities done, and I was like, I never looked at them the same.
Me too.
You know,
Yeah, me too.
like who?
Kevin Spacey.
What do you do?
They say that there's the rumor that he's like a serial killer of gay men.
What?
Yes, it's crazy. If y'all Google that and read about Kevin Spacey and the rumors going around about him, you'll be shocked.
Wow.
Shocked.
What in the world?
I am not lying. A van that he travels around
You
in,
lying.
guys that disappear along where he's shooting movies, allegedly.
Now, does he?
Allegedly.
Is it allegedly that he's like having sex with these gay men first?
He's definitely gay. I mean, he's openly gay, but and so they think that he lures them by that power of celebrity. Like, oh, this is Kevin Spacey, allegedly, and he wants to date me. and then they say that guys just disappear.
Man.
I'm telling you, there's some crazy stuff out there.
Barbino said that this thumbnail is hilarious. Hey, Barbino, that was Coach Ronnie. That was my wife who did that. Look, I didn't even know what the happy baby pose was. So, not for everybody. He said that he heard that. He said he heard that about Kevin Spacey. I've never heard that before.
Y'all should Google that in your spare time because it's insane. Organ harvesting, all kinds of crazy rumors surrounding him. Y'all got to read that.
What?
Y'all got to read it.
Like black market order?
Yes.
You lie.
I am not lying. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
What in the world?
Crazy. So when you sit here and talk about, have you heard about some celebrities? Yes. I've heard some insane stories about things celebrities do.
That's off the chain. Chuck Mike says, group AA meeting. Hello, I'm DeShaun. And I'm a sex addicted. And I thought I could get away with it. What in the world?
Yeah, he did.
So do y'all think DeShaun Watson thought he was gonna get away with this after the initial report that came out during the season? So if you felt like he could get away with it, put a 1 in the chat. If you felt like he couldn't, put a 2 in the chat. Like, so whenever it came out during the season, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's just gonna pay these people off." Like, do y'all feel like did he think he was gonna get away with it? Like, did he think it was?
Just gonna pay him off?
Yeah, just going about their business. Yeah. Pax Payne says if the Texans did know about it, makes more sense why the stuff magically came out once Watson wanted a trade.
Right. And they have enough plausible deniability to be like, we didn't know. We just thought he needed a hotel room to relax. That's a good point.
Wow. Yeah,
good point, because we all know based on the timing that was very purposeful.
That's what everybody was saying.
It was very purposeful. That don't mean he didn't do it, but that he did not do it. But it would make sense why they would stop covering for that information because they could have shut that down.
Darkness said, "Tell Coach Ronnie no more super."
No more what?
I don't know. What in the world?
Yeah, so maybe they were complicit in helping him hide it until he didn't want to play for them anymore. And now they're acting like they didn't know what he was doing, but all of a sudden, he's dirtied up.
I have no idea, but T Dirty came in here with talking about what in the world, Bo? What up, Coach Ronan? We dodged a big old bullet with DeShaun Watson, aka Tiny Kill Jr.
Oh, Mr. Rap, you the right way. Feel the magic in my head down straight. It rubs me the right way.
Oh,
yes, that's the song.
That's the theme song. That's the theme song. See, I can't sing that song. I can't say that song because whenever I was young, Mama Country caught me singing that song, and she said I was hip thrusting too much. I was little. I was getting into that thing. The magic in my Johnny Gill Jr. Oh, let me see what everybody say. Granddad's a trucker Mike. Not for everybody. They all think that he thought he was gonna get away with this, Coach Ronnie. Dwight Thomas says the owner hid it until he said he wanted out. I mean, which makes sense now. I didn't even think Big Low Conspiracy didn't even think about that. He'd be on top of that kind of stuff. Y'all make sure y'all check out Big Low Conspiracy last video about the Super Bowl. If you think that was crazy, beloved. Molly Mom says he thought he could get away with it because he had a freak like Adina Howard. What in the world? What do you mean freak like Adina Howard?
And I will be your freak.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess it. Yeah, okay.
And we can boom, boom. the morning, I will take you around the world on a gangster lean.
Man, boy. Y'all are crazy, man. Jay Napella says, "Hey, how many fish did you catch on the creek?" I had a chance to do no fishing, man, but once I do, now I definitely show y'all some pictures of how big they are.
Huge, the biggest.
Oh man, y'all are crazy. False Start Falcon says, "I think after they traded Nuke, and he made his mind up to leave, the Texans lit him up, Bo." I mean, that could definitely be the case. It could definitely be the case. Chuck Mike says he was thinking sexual healing. Oh, he healed all right. Like what? Billy Mills, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with you? Now Anthony Matthews says he's either innocent or a doggone sex addict that likes reach arounds. What? What? What in the world?
Wow.
Okay. Whoa.
I don't think you gotta reach around. He opens up and presents it to you.
Boy, that's crazy, boy.
Grabs his feet.
That's
Opens it right up for you.
That's
No
crazy.
reaching involved.
That's crazy, boy. That is crazy. Eric Mack says, he says if the females got what's the problem? Oh, got paid. They got paid. What's the problem? Okay, but I don't think the ladies got paid. But I mean the fact. They got paid already.
Oh, you talking about no? He means if they got paid for the massage surgery. But that's why he wasn't charged criminally, because the problem was he set up a legitimate massage and then turned it into a sexual massage without consent of the person. He did not make sure to get consent before he changed the terms of the agreement.
So Eric Mack, let's say that you cook chicken, right? Let's say you make some of the best chicken in Georgia or wherever you're at, and then you put the chicken in a box and you bring it out and say, "Hey, Coach Lowe, I got your chicken," and then I just sit there just naked, like no, that ain't right, bro. You can't do that. So the thing is that DeShaun Watson, he didn't clear, he didn't give the sign, before the massage started. He tried to force it and kind of take it from there, which is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Brian Peebles with the first Superman chat of the night said DeShaun Watson wanted that SWV downtown, bro. DeShaun Watson, you can't stop till you find my spot. That's what he said. Man, Brian Peebles, definitely appreciate that, brother. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Boy, y'all are crazy, boy. Y'all are crazy. John Brooks says, False Start Falcon, man, False Start Falcon a fool, boy. You can't. You can't. Doctor says, what I meant, no more supermarket tabloids for you, Coach.
Okay. Well, no, this was in the New York Times. It's a real newspaper.
Molly Miles says, I blame Darren Sharper for giving DeShaun Watson some of his advice. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Well, let's be clear. DeShaun Watson was not charged with anything like what Darren Sharper was charged with.
As right now, this is alleged. So
he never forced anybody, but he put them in uncomfortable and unagreed upon situations.
That drink good, Coach Ron. That's your first time making one, there, man.
Yeah.
You got down. You got down with that one. John Brooks says, Big Low wanted himself a freak. That was mighty. What in the world? Mighty. What in the world? Yo, boy, it's crazy, boy. Jada Pella says, for real, you and your lady, y'all good people. I'll tell you later. What? What in the world? Slick says, I see where you said the Falcons dodged the bullet. Um, did you shoot the gun? What in the world? No. No. Eric Mack says he wanted her to drop down and get her eagle on.
No,
he laid on his back and got his
eagle
eagle on. Yeah, so you know, you ever heard of drop it, give me 50? But he just fell and spread it like peanut butter. Bill Bill says, hey, Low, all I'm gonna say is watch Marcus Mariota do it this year. He gonna shock everyone. Stamp it. Okay, I'm hoping that you're right, Bo. I'm hoping that you're right. I'm hoping that you're right. I mean, look, at the end of the day, the Atlanta Falcons definitely dodged the bullet, guys. And I think that's something that we can all agree on, you know, moving forward. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Oh, boy. All right. So moving forward, you know, it's one of those cases where we could have made the worst decision in NFL history. We legitimately could, definitely in franchise history. Like I said before, it was one of those cases where Michael Vick was already on the team. But in this particular case, you were going out and getting a guy who had a known problem at the time you were trying to get him. And I mean, let's be honest, guys. We were all trying to keep up with the news, trying to see if we were going to get DeShaun Watson. We're partially guilty too. We got caught up in it. Yeah. You know, yeah, everybody got caught up. You look, y'all put your clothes back on now, but you know, good or well, y'all were naked trying to get DeShaun Watson. Happy baby pose and all. Oh man, Jada Pill, I appreciate that. Talking about old man sneeze. What? What? Appreciate that, false start Falcon. Oh man, we got my homeboy Big Game James in here. What's going on, Big Game James? Much love to you, my brother. Definitely, man. Definitely. Eric Mack said the difference with him is he was doing it with no hands. Oh, well, y'all boys, y'all off the chain. Oh man. Dex says, stop it already. Drop down and got his eagle on. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Oh man. Y'all know y'all doing the chicken head to drop down and get your eagle on. No. Okay. I'll hit the. That's what I would do. I'll hit that chicken head over. Trinity Clark says, what in the world, Bo? It's good to catch your live videos again. I've been in the hospital for 2 weeks. What did I? Oh man. Well, I'm definitely glad that you out and healthy, Trinity. So basically, we're just talking about, you know, this whole DeShaun Watson situation today, and talking about how the Falcons dodged the bullet, and I don't know how soon he's gonna be playing again. You know, like I said, I think the Browns are in a good situation, still having Baker Mayfield. If Calvin Ridley was suspended for a year for gambling, this guy has 24 cases, and we know that in the NFL,
criminal charges though.
No criminal charges, but you don't have to have criminal charges in the NFL for suspensions, because if you break that league personal conduct policy, you know what I'm saying? If you know, it's all about protecting the shield. So if Big Game James, he'll tell you, he had whenever he was a rookie, they had a whole symposium about how you're supposed to behave in the NFL. So you don't have to have criminal charges. I think he's gonna be suspended for at least a year. I mean, I could see it being like 25 games or something. I could definitely see it. And Big Game James, if you in here, let us know how long you think DeShaun Watson is going to be suspended. And anybody else who hadn't had a chance to answer it, Iron Mike says, Low, he said, Low, you low down for that thumbnail. I didn't do it.
Okay.
Coach Ronnie did a thumbnail. That had nothing to do with me. That all Coach Ronnie.
To make sure everybody knew what we were talking about.
Okay.
Happy baby.
All right, Coach Ronnie, you ain't right. You know good or well.
Now everyone can get the reference.
You ain't right, Coach Ronnie. Millie Mill says, but instead the Browns did again. the Browns messed it up again. Dwight said 10 games. Okay. Iron Mike says had Watson looking like he getting his diaper changed.
That's why it's a happy baby.
That's why it's a happy baby.
Get all up in there.
Big Head Jay says, I'm afraid the entire season, but I think he should only get 6. I mean, that's and that could definitely happen because, like Coach Ronnie keeps saying, there's no criminal charges, right? So I mean, but I just think it should be the season. I think it should be more than a season, especially with all of the evidence that's coming out about this. And it's kind of like what what our cousin says whenever we talk about there's a suspected that 2 people have relations. I don't know. I wasn't in there with a flashlight. We don't know what happened. But it's one of those cases where there's just where there's smoke, there's fire. One time for the fan. What's going on, family? I hope you're doing good. T Dirty says, yeah, that thumbnail had Watson busted open like a spaceship. What in the world? See, Slick also said the entire season. One time for the fan said, he said he think Roger will hit him for 6 or more, 6 games or more.
I see that the right Thomas, he said 10 games. I think I might agree with
you
that.
Think you agree with Dwight with the 10?
More than half.
Man, I definitely I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. I think it should be the season, but that's just me. I never had any. Well, I have had commissioner experience in the fantasy league, but not in NFL. T Dirty says, dun, 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 that was a Superman massage. Right? That was a super baby massage. That was super happy baby. Wallace Smith says, but Coach Lowe, what makes it tricky is that he didn't play none last season. I don't think, and I don't see him getting suspended for a season.
Well, he wasn't suspended last season, though, right?
Yeah, last season he was just he chose. He just sit out. Yeah, he just sit out the whole season.
So that don't have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
that wasn't a league mandated punishment.
Exactly. John Brooks says Watson pulled a Shaggy. It wasn't me. But they had me spread open. It was. She had my legs all folded. It wasn't me. Ghost Pepper says, Watson says, there you go again, girl. On my mind. See you in my dreams all the time. Ooh, baby girl, you're so fine standing in front of me. Now you'll whine for me. Slow whine for me. Whine for me. Whine for me. One time for the Falcons says, hey, Falcons week 4 win over the Browns. Win over the Browns. Definitely, man. Definitely. Trucker Mike says, Roger better do the right punishment or I'm calling for his job next. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. It's like we got to remember, guys, that it's a completely different culture now. You know what I'm saying? I just can't see anything less than a season. All of this stuff that's going on, and it's going to continue to come. Sooner or later, it's going to be like, okay, Are we gonna take DeShaun Watson's word or these 24 women's word? You see what I'm saying? And that's where it gets
Or the
messy.
66
Or
confirmed.
the 66 confirmed people. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Trucker Mike says, Coach Roney, get him that Johnson and Johnson baby powder and a Huggy diaper. Say the ABCs to him. A B C D. Oh man. Um, what's that? Sedness Electrical says he get a 2-year ban. Uh, look at what MLB did to Trevor Bauer. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Trevor Bauer's he was using PEDs, if I'm not mistaken, right? Now we know how affecting the integrity of the game affects things. I mean, look at Calvin Ridley, right? So, I mean, it's one of those things, and we don't know the full extent of Calvin Ridley's suspension because some people said, "Hey, he said it was 1,500." Then it came out later that it was 35,000. We don't know exactly what it was, you know. Uh, Big Game James says some didn't sue him, but they are confirming the allegations. So they haven't sued him, but they're all confirming that this is what it actually was.
And it's probably because he didn't use force, is why a lot of them didn't sue him. They could say no and walk away.
Yeah.
But the fact that he, again, turned something legitimate into something sexual, that's when he didn't get consent from the women, that's where the problem is.
Exactly. So I mean, it's like someone said earlier. It's a touchy thing. It's a
Yeah, so
quandary.
he's not going to jail, but
Yeah.
his behavior was inappropriate and something needs to happen.
Yes. And and that's what I'm saying. That seems like that's where the league's personal conduct policy should go into effect. Darton says, Coach Lowe, you realize you and Coach Roney the only thing Saints fans like about the Falcons.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. Definitely, definitely. Much love, family. Much love. Look, I do need y'all to do a country boy a favor. Make sure that you hit that like button. Also make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. New video was put up today, Big Low Conspiracy. Make sure that y'all check it out. And also make sure that you subscribe. Millie Mill says, man, hashtag let Calvin go. He been pushing this for months now. Like, man, just let Calvin go. Let that man walk. Truck Mike says, how much you think Calvin betting on the finals right now? I mean, look, he don't play the NBA. Coach Wallace says, yes, we do really wasn't supposed to gamble at all, no matter what the amount was. And I agree with you.
Yeah, he broke a rule.
I mean, he broke a rule.
That's direct.
Yeah.
Need to be punished.
It don't matter if it was $5 or 35,000, but I'm just saying that, there's more information consistently being uncovered as far as his investigation goes.
Yeah, I'm worried about where this DeShaun Watson thing may end up.
What you mean?
I mean, when you have all these misconduct allegations against you, who's to say there wasn't one instance where you pushed it too far? It gets slippery.
It does.
Slippery, and that's why I'm like, as of right now, no one's saying that he forced them, and that's good for him. But good gracious, they keep adding up. People keep coming out.
Exactly. And and I know that they're worried about like it being one of those cases where some people aren't telling the truth, and that's why I said that's where it comes down to his word versus the people's. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I mean, I know that grabbing someone's hand and putting it between this place and another place, that's forceful in my opinion. So it's one of those things. Gouda Rich 10 says DeShaun Watson not going to jail. What bullets got dodged? Well, I'm talking about as far as the Falcons. This is something that the Falcons PR team. This is the last thing that they needed. They didn't need anything like this. Dwight Thomas says, Big Low, love the show. I need to come down and do some. Oh, you already know, Bo. You just let me know. Anytime, any place. John Brooks says, Watson, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of you, Bo. You had so much talent, and you just go and did. This. What in the world, Bo? Man, this crazy. It's crazy. Wait a minute. Jamar Williams says, what's up, Coach? I don't know if you seen my comment, but I'm back in the chat. Y'all missed me. Oh, what's going on, Jamar? I ain't see you in there earlier, man. Hope you're doing good, my brother. Definitely. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely a touchy situation. And moving forward, I'm just hoping that mentally he gets himself right, because it seems like he has a problem. Now, someone earlier in the comments, they said, hey, Coach, do you see us bringing Calvin Ridley back? All right. I'm going to stir up some feelings with this, Coach Ronnie. So you might want to duck before the tomatoes get thrown at us. I would take Calvin Ridley back next season.
You would?
I definitely would. I would take Calvin Ridley back next season. And the reason why I say this is because he brings the skill set that you need for this passing game to be successful. He's a young man. Maybe he learned his lesson. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just need him to play football. Just tell him if you're going to bet on the game, just use somebody else's account. Everybody does it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but yes, I would take Calvin Ridley back next season.
Think everybody's gambling?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh, yes. Like, so you think he's the only one to do it? That joke. No, you already know. Look, I do need to let y'all let me know. If y'all think we should bring Calvin Ridley back, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, you're just done with him. If you just done it all. If you just done with him, put a 2 in the chat. I want to know what y'all think. Dwight says, I'm from Carrollton, Georgia. How far you live from Carrollton, Georgia at, Coach, huh?
Out west, like going to Alabama. On the side of the
okay. Oh, how far that is?
It's nearby. It's under an hour.
Yeah, it's under an hour away from us. But I do most of the fishing down south. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do most of the fishing down south when I go back home to the country. Jamal, he said he would take Calvin Ridley back. We need that crisp, elite route runner with speed. With him, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Trinity says, yeah, I'll take him back in a heartbeat. He'll be the perfect complement with our big wide receivers. Yes. The same way he was a great complement with Julio Jones. False Start Falcon says, if you bring him back, he doesn't have to do the dirty work, which he'll appreciate. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I would take him back. Eric Mack says, yes. Said he would take him back as well. Wilder says, yes, Coach Lowe, it's a possibility that we could bring back Ridley. We still own his rights. So he says 1. Coach Roney said, I'm surprised. You take Calvin Ridley back?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I would have thought for sure you wouldn't have.
Why not?
You just seem like the type of person that hold grudges and wouldn't take him back.
What's that supposed to be?
I was just saying, you just seem like you wouldn't take him back. Man, I'm surprised about that one. I would have lost money on that. I like Calvin Ridley. Marquise Miller says 2. He said he wouldn't have taken him back. He said, he could just stay where he at. 2. He could just stay where he at. Ghost Pepper said he's done with him. Said he's done. Oh man, what's that? Said Ness Electrical says he would take him back. Trinity Clark says she would take him back. Millie Mills says, let me answer that question for you, Lord. We already know how you feel, Millie Mills. We already know how you feeling about that, man. Live Creek Music says 2. Alabama stock is tainted. once they get to the NFL. Oh man, John Brooks said Calvin really is done. Hit the Vince McMahon theme song. Calvin really has no chance. No chance.
Oh, is that his new song?
Yeah, that's
No chance.
yeah.
No chance. Okay.
Eric said, "Bring really back. Said, bring that man back."
Well, now I'm thinking about it. Was it really kind of being half-hearted while he was out there?
I don't think he was being. He was scared.
He was scared. Oh, right. He didn't like to get hit.
Yeah, he didn't like to get hit.
Yeah.
But who does?
Yeah.
I feel like every football player that plays that's a ball carrier, you run with some sort of fear in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody wants to get hit, especially from behind. That's when you get a lot of injuries. Whenever you get tackled from behind, think about it. You got somebody grabbing at you, trying to pull you down from behind. Like nobody, and that's whenever I ran the fastest. I ain't had the ball that much when we played football. But if I got the ball, shoot, I was scared somebody would get me. I was scared about that thing. So, you know, it's one of those things. Bill Mill, he says 2. He said he don't want them. So he put 22 twos. Dwight Thomas says Calvin would kill defenses in the slot with the top. And that's what I'm saying. If you put Calvin really in the slot with these guys that are going to be playing on the outside, and you still have a Kyle Pitts, your wide receiver core is complete. You don't have to worry about improving that anymore. You just got to worry about finding your starting running back and continuing to build on your defense. That's all I'm saying. Chuck Mike says, Calvin, you're fired. Vince McMahon voice. I'll take him back. Granddaughter said no. He said he's done.
How much you have to pay him?
So he's still on his rookie deal. So I think it's like 11 million.
What? No.
You wouldn't?
Changed my mind.
You changed it?
Get him out of here.
Man. Trucker Mike says 2 with the flu. Really says Mill says really soft by. Slick said, do we want him to come back? Man. I mean, that's the farmer young boy. What? Farmer young boy said yes. So he'll take him back. Trey Joseph says, why want a player who doesn't want to be in the city? I don't know if Calvin really didn't want to be in the city. I think that he didn't like his spot on the team. He didn't like how he was put into the game plan. He's a downfield guy. But I can guarantee you, if you threw the ball at Calvin really 6 times down the field, he would be happy. He would legit be happy. What's going on, Antoine Wartime? Much love to you, my brother. Eric Mack says, there's no coming back when you cross the line. Oh, man. Jabal says Tyler Algier will be our number 1 running back. Coach Ronan, she amended her answer. She put a 2 in there. Okay. See, Coach Ronan. Just for the keeping the counts up. I see you. I see you. But yeah, Tyler, you know what though, brother? I don't know if he's gonna week 1. I don't know if he's gonna be the starting running back because you're putting a lot of youth out there. I don't know if this coaching staff, especially based off of the way that they handled things last year, I don't know if they're the type of team or the type of coaching staff that'll start 3 rookies on the offensive side of the ball. That just doesn't fit their character. You know, it just doesn't fit their character. Sean says we finna have a 10-7 record. I hope that you're right, Bo. I hope that you're right. Mr. Mill says really be moonwalking away from tackles. ATLG Faithful said the stream light. Well, I appreciate that, my brother. Y'all make sure that you follow my homeboy ATLGA Faithful's lead. Make sure that you hit that like button. Also, ATLGA Faithful, he has some good Falcons content over there. Y'all make sure that y'all check my boy out. Make sure that y'all check him out. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting. I'm definitely excited to see, how this team is going to continue to build. Um, so the training camp is next month. It's next month, right, Coach Ron, or is it in August?
Sure. They haven't released dates yet.
Okay.
It's normally like June, the end of June.
Yeah, I thought it was like the end of July. Okay, so training camp is next month. Y'all let me know if you're going to training camp. If you are, we trying to see what we can kind of work out and everything. But yeah, training camp is next month. That's the next big thing that we're gonna be looking for. Wait a minute. We got Buddha of Destiny Namaste. He says, bro, do you know the meaning of Namaste?
I thought it was just like a greeting, like a general peace be with you,
Um,
blessings kind of thing.
but yeah, we just thought it was
Say
a
yoga.
peace be with you, blessings kind of Buddha of
Hindu.
Destiny.
I think it's Hindu.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, I was speaking to
His name.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, Buddha of Destiny Namaste. If you would like to explain to us what that is, please feel free. I'm always up to learning something new. Trucker Mike says, Calvin, don't take no Falcon gear on your way out the door. Y'all know whenever y'all be getting fired to leave a job, y'all still be having that gear and all this stuff. Like, you don't work at McDonald's no more. Why you wearing that McDonald's shirt to wash this car? Oh man, Buddha says, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Much love to you, Buddha. Much love to you. Trinity says, I don't think really messed with Ryan. You can tell he did not like Matt Ryan. Anytime Matt Ryan threw the ball at him and kind of missed, he would be looking so frustrated. Like he was over Matt Ryan.
He was over everything.
Oh, okay. I hear you, Coach Ronnie. Billy Mill says, I would definitely want to see what Alden Tate does for us. And I'm kind of high on him. I just love the upside. Man, Alden Tate is a baller. Like, he's legit. And his catch radius is ridiculous. I think he's like 6'4", 6'5". Go gadget arms, big old tall glass of water. Like, he's legit. He is legit. Eric Mack, he says, do y'all tailgate? So, as a matter of fact, Coach Ron, did we ever decide what we're going to do about the tailgate pass?
No.
Okay. I think I want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I think I want to do it.
Your audience doesn't know what's going on right now.
Huh?
Your audience doesn't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I got caught up.
You're having we're sitting here having this conversation. You're on live, Big Low.
So, for everybody who don't know, the Home Depot backyard, they have, how much are they per game, Coach Ronnie?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either, but they have where you could go to the home. Now, if we get those tickets, do we have to know the people to eat the food?
I think they have like a general open tailgate where you can pick up stuff, and then they have other people that do their own.
Okay, so if I make friends with somebody, I can eat theirs too.
Well, that's how you've done it before.
You doggone right. Yeah, so it's gonna be one of those cases. We're probably gonna be going to the Home Depot backyard this year. Last year, a lot of people on the coaching staff invited us to come to their tailgates, and man, we had a great time. Threw some cornhole, and ate some really good food. Miss Donna, I think she made the best baked beans that I've ever had. See, me and Coach Trey, we went, and Miss Donna threw down on the baked beans. So I mean, yeah, man, we definitely gonna be trying to do it big this year. Definitely. Wait a minute, hold on. Twisted Torches what's going on, Torch? Much love to you, my brother. Hope that you're doing good tonight, fam. Much love to Twisted Torch, man. John Brooks says, Big Low, do you think we should bring back Freeman like Smitty Sports Machine was talking with? No. No. Smitty, that's my dog. But yeah, Devontae Freeman, he can stay where he at. That's the one that crossed the line. He ain't never coming back. He went to the Saints. Y'all remember this? He went to the Saints. Like, oh, it's always been my dream to play for the Saints. No, he can stay where he at, Bo. I ain't got nothing for him. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Twitter says, I just dropped a video, bring you up. Oh, I appreciate that, my brother. Definitely. Much love to you, fam. Dwight Thomas says, Coach Lowe, if we beat the Bengals, I'm satisfied. Oh, well, look, you're going to have a really good matchup in Jamar Chase and AJ Terrell. The thing is that Jamar Chase, he doesn't line up in one position the whole time. So I'm hoping this year, now that, my defense has gotten a little bit more used to Dean Pease's calls, it'll be one of those cases where they're going to let AJ Terrell, get a suitcase and travel around the field. Go ahead and travel and follow Jamar Chase everywhere, because we're going to need, we're going to need that dog in them. We're going to need that dog in them. Darkness says, let ye who has not sinned cast the first 5. These young men can redeem themselves. Okay. I hear you, Bo. I hear you.
And what about them being accountable for their actions?
You got to be.
People can't redeem themselves, but they still should be held accountable.
You got to be accountable for your action. If you mess up, you got to fess up. That's all it is. I just made that up, Coach Ron. Yeah. Jamal says, I'm far from Atlanta, but my new job got flight privileges. I'm hoping I can make some events this year. Maybe, definitely, man. We'll be letting everybody know far in advance what we do. So Buddha of Destiny Namaste says, Namaste. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, peace, and joy when you are in. Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. Coach Wallace says, Coach Lowe, I agree with you. Don't need Freeman back or Julio. See, I don't know what's going on. Coach Wallace is agreeing with me tonight. Like, Coach Wallace, I'll be like, nah, Coach, you wrong. He sit me down like an OG. Like, nah, Coach, you wrong. Yeah, he Arthur Smith's cousin. I don't care what he say. He Arthur Smith's cousin. Coach Wallace, he sit down like an OG, like, look, Coach, you wrong, and let me tell you why. Then he'll explain it to me. I'm like, okay, Coach. He's like, yo, look, Thundercat. Oh, man. Definitely, man. Definitely.
Messy.
What to the torch say? Oh, okay. To the torch says, yes, you are correct, Wilder Smith. I stated that Big Low was the one who stated Oliver should move to the nickel spot 2 years ago. I mean, I appreciate that, Torch. I appreciate it. But love, see, man, y'all subscribe to Twisted Torch, man. You a fool, boy. You a fool, boy. But yes, I did say that.
No matter what anybody else said, who lets everybody else do all their sports talking for them, no matter what they claim, you were the one that said it.
All right, Suge Knight.
Producers.
All right, Suge Knight. Oh man, y'all look crazy. Ghost Pepper says not Matt Ryan's fault. Really couldn't feel his pappy Julio Jones. I mean, that's true. I mean, I ain't saying it is Matt Ryan's fault. Really, he didn't make a lot of plays last year. He had a lot of drops. Mill says we would need Julio just to teach Drizzy route running and how to read defenses. Wait a minute, we calling him Drizzy now? We called him Drizzy?
Oh,
yeah, Jake London. Was hand in there. Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big. Cause you hold me down every time. I'm sorry. Look, man, I went to Publix earlier today, boy. I put that nice wood on, boy. I was jamming, boy. I had the windows turned down, the windows rolled down, and everything. I don't know. I just love that song for some reason. It gets me going. I'd be like, see, this is Coach Roney song. You know. See, because I can't have it represent me because I'm a guy. So
What does that mean?
I don't got my phone out trying to hit the angles. I ain't doing that. So, but that's what you do.
No, I don't.
Man. Hey, Matt says, I think Marcus Mariota is going to shine this season. I mean, this is going to, it's going to be a quarterback controversy. I don't know if anybody's seen the picture that the Atlanta Falcons put up earlier today with but Desmond Ridder. He was practicing taking snaps as a placeholder for a kicker. Cool was right there. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all something. In today's NFL, punters normally hold kicks. Punters normally hold kicks. I could almost guarantee you 2 times this season the Atlanta Falcons are going to run a fake field goal. If you're a betting man and you can find somewhere to put that bet up, you might want to go put it up. At least 2 times the Atlanta Falcons are going to run a fake kick. Trucker Mike said Boston winning, Coach Ronnie. 91-98. Boston, Beantown.
That's my prediction.
No, you can't take it.
I'll say 6 games that the Golden State is going to win.
Oh, you doubling down.
I still believe in Golden State.
Okay, well, you finna believe in the loser. Man, Bill says, he says, hey, Lo, what's that? He beige, ND is his name.
He's beige and his name is Drake. Why not?
Oh, okay, he beige. Wow, he's beige and Drake. Okay, all right. Okay, that's what we call him, Drizzy. Do right and kill everything. I got you. Coach Wallace, he said that Marcus Mariota is going to be our quarterback week 1. Okay. John Brooks says, Big Low, I just want to say I'm proud of our Braves. We're playing better than what, man, the Braves went streaking.
Yeah.
The Braves went streaking. Yeah. I'm definitely proud of them. My homegirl Tia in the Spaces, she's taking credit for it, Coach Ronnie.
Why she said that?
Because she stopped watching them and they went on this winning streak. She said that she's bad luck for them. But yeah. Keep skipping games. Twisted Tori says, that's a good point, Lo. I didn't think of that. I guess you talk about the fake kicks. Yeah. In today's NFL, punters normally are normally the placeholders for field goals. If they got Ridder holding kicks, then they're definitely going to run some fake field goals. I'm just looking at that as a coach, as a coaching staff. Twisted Tori says, hold on, I'm late, but did you call your wife Suge Knight? Yes, I did. Yes.
Making profits content, got everybody else talking all up in the videos. You ain't saying nothing in the dark in the basement.
Okay, all right, Coach. All right, Suge. Ghost Pepper says, question, Coach Lowe. Do you feel Marcus Mariota and Ridder should compete for the starting job, or Ridder should sit on the bench and learn? Personally, I think they should compete. Oh, yes. I think they should compete. That level, that competition, it breeds greatness, right? So, I mean, if we just say, hey, Marcus, you got the starting job no matter what happens, like that's gonna, I mean, and it doesn't matter how great or how competitive of a person you are, it's going to breed some level of complacency. So, yeah, I think they should compete, because if you tell them, hey, y'all are going to compete, and let's say Desmond Ridder just comes out and he's something that they've never seen before. He's a Russell Wilson whenever he was battling Matt Flynn. I mean, come on. Like, why not? Why not throw the young Thundercat out there? Might as well, Slick said the Phillies are looking wait a minute, because didn't they just fired Joe Girardi, right? It's amazing how a change makes things go. Eric, he says that Ritter just ain't the guy. He says Ritter ain't the guy. Trucker Mike says, Coach Ronan, should I come to death row? Oh man. Coach Wilder says, Coach, we don't know this for sure about Ritter holding for kicks because it's just OT. Oh yeah, I mean, you're right. I'm just saying that if this is something that's going to continue, we go into training camp, is he still holding kicks? Because it could be one of those cases where, I mean, it might just be good coaching. You know, the punter got hurt and we need somebody to hold kicks correctly, and they're just coaching them up to be the backup placeholder. But if he's going to be holding kicks consistently, then that might be something that you might want to keep an eye on. You know, we're going to training camp and we're going to preseason games and he's holding kicks. I mean, that's something that you might need to watch. Billy Mill says Marcus Mariota. It seems like this thing is trying to take off. And villain young boy says Marcus Mariota. Are we doing the Creekside Patterson thing? Sister Tori says, I hope everybody's good in the chat and take care of themselves. Big Low. I hope you and your wife are great. I wish you plenty of success. Well, definitely, brother. Same thing to you and yours, my family. He says, as long as we don't have a Tony Romo, I'm happy. Talk about Tony Romo fumble that snap. He says, I'm happy with him taking those chances. I definitely agree with you on that. Farmer, young boy, Marcus Motorcycle. What? Okay. All right, guys. Look, man, I need to go ahead and get ready to start tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. You know what I say. Today is hump day. Wednesday after lunch is all downhill from there. You know, we got Thursday coming up, so 2 days left in the work week. Moving forward, I hope that y'all stay safe, man. Please don't do anything that I would do. You get a chance, make sure that you check out the Big Low Conspiracy video talking about how the Falcons lost Super Bowl 51. Pretty good watch. Big Low Conspiracy. He's a crazy dude. You can't trust him. Look, man, y'all make sure. I want to thank everybody for watching us tonight. Much love to everybody. Make sure that you hit that like button and also make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Y'all take care. Stay safe. We ready.